You know, sometimes you just want a really short blues riff that you can play in a bunch of different situations. And that's exactly what I'm going to show you right now. So this is a really cool riff. This is actually based off of an FGA member request from a song by a band called the Blasters. This riff is cool because you can play it in a lot of different situations. It's easy and it's in E. Let's start with just how the basics go. So you have this E chord like this. What's happening there is we're putting our pinky down on the 3rd fret of the 1st and 2nd strings. So using those together in combination while you're holding this E chord really has some cool sounds to it, even if you just strum like this. But I would recommend to at least hold this E major chord. That way if you strum extra strings accidentally, it'll still have that dirty blues type sound. The next part you get on there, which sounds awesome, is adding the G chord. Easiest way to do that is just take your 3rd finger from this E major chord, throw it over here on the 3rd fret of the lowest string and flatten it out so it mutes that A string. Now, if you haven't done that type of muting before, don't overthink it. Just lay your finger down so that it's a little bit more flat. In fact, you'd actually have to work much harder to get it on the tip of the finger to allow that string to ring out. So it's a lot easier and it sounds cooler. Mutes that A string on the way, and that way you can just play this G with one finger as long as you don't go down to all the 6 strings. And even if you do, that still sounds okay, because we're resolving to an E major chord. Just remember going G, like that Nirvana song. If you're a little bit more advanced or you're a finger picker like me, you can add a monotonic bass. There's another really cool move you can play in this E major dirty blues sound. It sounds like this. Notice there, I'm just kind of doing a strumming and including a lot of the open strings. All I'm doing there is sliding up from the 2nd to the 4th fret on the G string and making sure that I'm including the high E and high B strings. Slowly, it's like this. And including some of those extra strings, that's what makes it the dirty sound. That's kind of how you get that dirty blues, is by adding extra strings. But they got to be the right strings. They can't just be random open strings. Let's check out how it sounds if we use the electric. And I've also made a bunch of different drum loops here, so we can hear how it sounds in different contexts, like different speeds and things like that. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then now let's pick up the speed a little bit. Each of these will keep getting a little faster. 1, 2, 3, 4. That was a cool one. Let's try the next one. A little bit different. 1, 2, 3, 4. One thing I want to show you is, even if you're not a finger picker like me, you can just kind of strum it and it actually will be a higher energy level. So let me show you the difference on that. So first, finger picking. Now strumming. it'd be really fun to mix those two up. Let's go a little faster. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Just go back and forth between the E and G. Yeah. Alright, let's keep moving faster. A little bit different here. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Way different kind of feel, right? 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. High energy. Hopefully you can hear that I'm varying it up a lot. You know, I'm kind of changing the amount of times that I'm doing, or kind of when I hit that spot, or sometimes I'll jump into that riff a little sooner. So make sure that you're playing around with the riff and don't just play it exactly the same every single time. Vary it up and like play with different speeds and different drum kits like we have here.